Hello everybody, it's Amira. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here. If you're new here, my name is Amira. It is so nice to meet you. I am obsessed with all things Animal Crossing and cozy gaming and Nintendo Switch, and I really just like making videos that kind of feel like you're hanging out with a friend. So if you're in the market for a new cozy gaming buddy, I would love to do that for you. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button and the notifications bell and join our cozy community here on YouTube. We would absolutely love to have you. We are building on BASIL today, which if you are just joining us, BASIL is my simple garden core island. It is all things pastel and spring and clean laundry and gardening and in-game grass and just trying to keep things as minimal as possible, which is quite difficult for me. But I love this island so much. So if this is the first video you're seeing of mine, then you picked a really good one because BASIL is just such a happy, lovely island. And I know so many of my viewers love this island too. Actually, I hadn't posted on this island for like maybe a week or two, and everyone in my comments was like, "Where's BASIL? Did you delete BASIL? Are you still building on BASIL?" And I am, and I love BASIL so much. So what we are building today is kind of just a big old garden with lots of different plots, almost a farm, but not really 100%. I will insert a picture now of the photo that I was inspired by that I found on Pinterest. And essentially we are copy and pasting this with just some minor adjustments. I hope that's not controversial. I just love getting inspiration from other people and then putting my own twist on it. So I will have the original creators' information down below. I always give credit to people that I take inspiration from, but that's also part of the reason that I do island tours so much, because I get so much inspiration from other people. There are so many talented creators in this game, and I just think it would be silly to not utilize all of the amazing talent and creativity that's out there. So that's what we're doing today. I do kind of put my own twist on it. For a while, I was kind of toying with the idea of using the road code that I had downloaded rather than the light dirt path. And then actually in the little in-betweens of the dirt plots, I use my little stone garden path instead of doing the light dirt path, which the original creator had done. But it is overall very similar to that picture. So don't be surprised when you see the final product and you're like, oh, looks like Amira copy and pasted this, because I basically did, because it just looked like a build that should belong on this island. If you've been watching builds on this island for a while, you will understand why when I saw that picture, I said, oh, okay, yeah, that needs to be on BASIL immediately. So that's what we're doing today. Now, while I love BASIL and everything that happens on this island so much, this is actually not the video that I was planning on recording today or filming or editing or posting. I actually had recorded an entire island tour, which was so beautiful. I am obsessed with the island that I toured. And this thing keeps happening where I record these videos and then I go and I edit them and they just won't save to my computer. So I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here. I promise it won't take very long. And if you don't make content or edit videos, then it might sound like a little bit of a foreign language to you, but I just feel like I need to vent about it a little bit, and also maybe utilize some of you if you have any information that you could give to me and help me out a little bit. This has now happened like twice within a week and a half, and it just happened, I think, maybe a few months ago too, where I edit these videos and then I go to render it, which if you, again, don't edit videos, rendering essentially is saving the entire video into one clip instead of a bunch of different clips and audio files and all of that. It just puts it into one little movie file, and it like freezes during the rendering process, and then I can't like exit out of it. I have to like restart my entire computer, and it just refuses to render and save to my computer, and then essentially the entire file is corrupt, and I have to go and re-record the video all over again, starting from scratch, re-edit the video, everything. Nothing else works, and it's getting so frustrating for me because even though I do make content and I post on YouTube, my actual knowledge base for technology and software and all of this is very beginner. I don't know a ton. So when things go wrong or I need to troubleshoot something and it's not very basic, like restart or re-download or anything like that, I get so frustrated and I don't have a ton of patience because I just don't know what to do. And I try to Google things and there's like 17 million different options for what could be going wrong. So if you happen to use DaVinci Resolve, I would love if you had any information to share with me as to why when my videos render, they just get corrupt and they will not finish the rendering process, because I am kind of out of answers. And at this point, if this continues to happen, then I'm gonna have to look for a different editing software, which would just be really, quite honestly, rather annoying, because I know this software so well and I don't really have to think about it or look for buttons or anything. I know what I'm doing when I enter into the application. So if I have to find a whole new software, that's gonna be not my favorite thing on the planet. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So if you use DaVinci Resolve at all and this has ever happened to you and you found a fix for it, please let me know in the comments below. Or maybe you don't use DaVinci Resolve, but you know how to help me, or you've heard similar things. I will take anything, because I'm kind of running out of options here, and it's just making me really sad because I love making videos and posting for you, but then this makes the process like double the amount of time because I have to go and like re-record. So there's my little rant. I will try and get that island tour out to you at some point. I actually had this footage and I never ended up doing anything with it, so that made my life a little bit easier. I was gonna delete it, and then I was like, no, we'll just do a speed build. You might need this at some point if you just don't have the energy to film, or if you can't think of anything to film. So I'm really grateful for Past Amira, because she knew what she was talking about, because now I have this speed build to share with you. So that is the end of my little rant. We can continue on with the speed build now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk and giving me your listening ears for a short period of time. Now on to more like happier things. I would love to give you a couple of life updates for me. I love doing that in these speed builds because my brain is not like focused on building, so I just have much more space up there to like chat about things and fill you in on stuff. I feel like I haven't gotten to do that with you for a while because I was in the Middle East for the majority of August visiting family, and then when I came back, the school year started for me and we moved into a house, and I've just been real busy, and I've been posting builds and tours, but I haven't done like a sit down, let's just fill you in little life update situation for a while. So I have a couple things that I am just excited about that I just wanted to share with you. So the first being, like I said, we moved into a house, and so now we are all settled in. We moved in on like August 26th, essentially. And so we've been here for almost a month, and now I am finally focused, or not focused, I guess, but I'm starting to think about decorating and furniture and like paint colors and curtains and all of that stuff. And that has been my dream for such a long time. I just am obsessed with interior design. I love it so much. And there's not a lot of people in my life that know that, just because I haven't lived in a house before. So why would you know that? I just watched a lot of HGTV and looked at a lot of things on Pinterest, but it just is such a deep passion of mine. And I'm so excited to be able to do that now. And with that, I am getting so overwhelmed because I am on Pinterest and I'm finding all these things, and I'm online and I'm making like Google Docs of different things that I want. And then I see a different picture on Pinterest and I'm like, well, now I have to start over because I want that. And then 2 days later, I find a different thing and I'm like, oh, now I want that. Like, it is actually so hard to pick and choose the type of vibe you want when you like 17 different vibes. You know what I mean? That is just not something that I anticipated happening. Like, I really thought that I would know exactly what I wanted, and that just does not seem to be the case. There are a few things that I know for sure. Like, there is an entertainment center for the TV that I have wanted for literally years. I already bought curtains, so those are coming in the mail relatively soon, which is great because we have so much wonderful natural light in this house, and also no privacy because there aren't any blinds or anything on the windows. So curtains are going to be lovely, and I bought some really pretty ones. I'm super excited about that. So I know like some basic things that'll help sort of curate the rest of everything else that I want to get, if I just kind of base them around the few things that I am for certain on. Oh my gosh, but there's just so much good stuff out there, and it is so hard to narrow down what you want. Right now, I am in the process of looking for a rug for our living room specifically, and there are like 25 million different rugs that I wish that I could put in the same room. And let me tell you something, that is not feasible. So that is just something that I have been struggling with recently, but also really exciting. I am having the literal time of my life researching things online and pinning things. My like absolute favorite thing to do when I am decorating a new space is to make a giant Google Doc, which somebody else that I follow on YouTube shared this like little life hack. I make a Google Doc and then I put screenshots of everything that I'm considering buying. And then I put them all in the Google Doc so I can tell if things like fit together, if the colors kind of clash. And obviously I know it'll look a little bit different in my actual space, but for the most part, it really helps me kind of narrow down like, oh, this rug is really pretty, but it doesn't go with the curtains that I already bought. So that is an easy no. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And I've just been having so much fun. And I just figured I would tell you that. I would also like to say thank you to anybody who writes reviews and puts pictures of things that they buy online, because you have been saving my life left and right. I very rarely ever, I don't think I've ever written a review actually. And every time I see like 2 different reviews, like back to back that are saying this rug is garbage, don't buy this rug, you will hate yourself. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I owe you my life, because I would have purchased it 2 weeks ago if I didn't see that. So thank you. You are doing God's work by writing reviews. You save my life on a daily basis. And I think those are all the house updates that I have for you, but I just wanted you to know that that is something that I am having the most amount of fun with. I'm having a ball. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is more career related. If you are new here and you didn't know, I am a teacher. Specifically for the last couple of years, I've done early childhood special education. So I haven't been like classroom teaching, lead teaching. I go into preschool classrooms and I support specific students and I come up with specific things for those specific kids on my caseload. And it is challenging and it is hard, but it is incredibly rewarding. And I love these kids like they are my own children, and seeing them grow in the ways that they do just provides so much love in my heart. It just makes me so happy. And also, I do miss classroom teaching. And so wouldn't you know, an opportunity has come up for me, which is like kind of the best of both worlds. So like I said, I am in preschool. Well, I personally am not in preschool, but I teach preschool. And right now my schedule is I am at school Tuesday through Thursday. So there is a preschool classroom that is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And those are the kids that I support. There are like 6 or 7 kids in that classroom that I go in and I create things for. I create interventions and I help them and all of that. Wednesdays, if you know anything about special education, there is so much paperwork. Wednesdays are, I'm at school, but I'm in my office and I just have a paperwork day. I do lots of evaluations on incoming kids. That's my day for that. And then Mondays and Fridays, I technically am not contracted, but I sub when there are things available. They're now adding a new preschool classroom to the program, and they've asked me to teach that. And I am so excited to lead a classroom again because I haven't done that in a little bit. And this classroom is only going to be Monday and Wednesday mornings. So all the other preschool classrooms in the program are all day long. And this one is just going to be mornings on Mondays and Wednesdays. So from 7:45 to 10:15, I'll have the really little like newly 3-year-olds come in and they'll just be there for 2.5 hours. And then that one paperwork day that I have right now on Wednesdays, that'll just be split between Monday and Wednesday afternoon. So now going forward, my schedule will be Monday morning, I teach my own preschool classroom. I'm so excited. And then Monday afternoon, I have paperwork office time. Tuesday, I am in the other preschool classroom as a special education teacher all day long. Wednesday morning is that like my classroom in the morning and paperwork in the afternoon. Thursday, I am in the preschool classroom as a special education teacher all day long. And then Friday, I will have open to sub, which is just, I'm so excited. I have been having the best time creating my little preschool classroom schedule and looking at materials online and like alphabet posters and different little manipulatives and all of that stuff and lesson planning and little art projects. Preschool is so fun. It is such a fun age. They're learning so much at such a rapid rate. And it just makes my day seeing them. And I love the little ones. I love the little 3-year-olds. They make me so happy. And the more I think about having this classroom, just like the more excited I get. So I just thought that I would fill you in on that because I just want to yap about it. And I feel like aside from my husband, which he's probably sick of hearing me talk about this, I'm so excited about it. And I love looking for things online and like I said before, I haven't been the lead teacher in a classroom for like a year and a half now, and I do miss it so much. At first, it was kind of nice to not have to worry about all the little classroom things like, I don't know, sending home weekly newsletters and like picture day and field trips and all of that. Like the main teacher just creates all of that, and my only job is to create interventions for those specific kids on my caseload, which is such a nice break. If you've ever been a teacher, then you know there's so much behind the scenes stuff that you have to worry about that people don't even think about. And a lot of that was kind of taken off of my shoulders, which is really nice. But I do miss being the lead teacher and coming up with things and leading like a morning meeting or like circle time on the carpet. I'm so excited about it. And I love you all, and you are all my little besties here on the internet, and I wanted you to be a part of that. So I figured I would update you on my house, and I would update you on my school career sort of thing that's happening, because I'm just so excited about them, and I wanted to yap about them for a little bit, and I knew that you would be the best listeners, because I just sit here and yap into a microphone, and you listen to me, and I appreciate you for that so much more than you know. Okay, I think that is all that I have to yap about, and it has been like 15 minutes, and we have barely discussed the build that you are watching. So I think maybe we should revisit that. Right now you're seeing me extend this pathway from the neighborhood over to the little garden plot situation happening. You did see me edit a few things. I took away the sugarcane and I put the white pumpkins there. The original picture gave much more like farm energy rather than like garden. And to be quite honest with you, the sugarcane is just like not my favorite. I never really like the way that it looks, and I think other people can make it look so good even as just like a random sugarcane planted here or there, and I really struggle with that item. I just feel like it's just not, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. The same thing goes for the wheat item. I don't have anything to replace that with right now, but just like going forward, I probably won't have that wheat item anymore. And I don't know what else is going to go there. Maybe some flowers, maybe I'll put some more potatoes. I just like stay tuned for that because I don't know what I'm going to put there. I just know that I don't think the wheat is going to stay. Also, I should mention that eventually all of these are going to be like the fully ripe, like perfect plants where they all have like 3, vegetables each on the little plots, but the treasure island did not have those, so I need to do those myself. I just did not feel like doing that this day. So just a couple things to kind of watch out for because they will change, relatively soon. Also, I should say now that we're like getting to the very end of the speed build, I don't even know if I'm going to keep this whole thing on my island, and I really need your opinion on that. I just feel like it's in general a little too farmy rather than gardeny. I don't know. I haven't decided. Watching it back, I like it a lot more now than I did originally. And I do think the original build is so beautiful. I just don't know if it belongs on Basil. If you've seen any of my Basil videos before, you know that it's very, very simple and like cutesy and pastel-y. And I just don't know if this whole garden plot thing really fits the vibe of the island. So I need your opinion on that. Please tell me if you think I should keep it or if you think maybe I need to edit it a little bit more, simplify it. I don't know. I'm still up in the air on this whole thing. I would really love your opinions on all of that, and we are actually reaching the very end of the speed build now. So past Amira is going to walk you through everything she built on this day. I will see you all there for the very final look around. Alrighty, everybody, it is time for our official final look around of the day. So today we built this garden, big, large garden that was heavily inspired by a picture that I found on Pinterest, which, by the way, again, I will have her link down below. She is incredibly talented, clearly, because I love this build so much. And we put just a few of our own little spins on it. So like I have the windmill, and then I have the little planks going around it, and then there's like the bunny and stuff like that. I just think, maybe I should get out of the way so that we can like enjoy it. I'm so happy that I found this picture because I really like the way that this turned out, and I feel like it fits Basil so well. It's not incredibly simple, I will say that, but that's okay. Some final thoughts that I'm having are, I'm not 100% sure about the wheat plant or the tomatoes. The tomatoes might stay. The wheat, that might get turned into something else. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to sit on it. It's always good to just like give it a second and figure out how you're feeling. But just so you're aware, I don't really know how I feel about the wheat plant. There's a reason I haven't used it yet. It's the same reason that I really haven't used the sugarcane. It just feels a little bit too like fall and farmy, and that's really not what I'm going for. I'm going more for garden than I am farm. So maybe we could find other things that we could pretend to plant. Maybe we could do flowers in some spots. I'm not 100% sure. Just know that that is still up in the air. And then like I was saying before, all of this maybe will get turned into some water, and we could do like a whole perspective build back here, and then maybe some wheat field and some flowers, and just do a whole big spread, a nice big view I think would be really nice. And then on this side, we'll block off the beach somehow, and then same thing, wheat field, flowers, something simple, but pretty. So that is all I have to say on that. Let's find somewhere to end the video, which I think honestly here would be perfect. And we can just look at our farm together. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really would mean the world to me. I post a few different videos a week. I do videos on this island as well as my like magic forest island moss. And then I do island tours as well. So if any of that sounds like your jam, I would love if you decided to stick around. To all my members, thank you so much for your kind words and your support. I never have the words to thank you enough. I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here. You mean the world to me. Other than that, you guys, that is all I have for you today. today. I hope you are having the most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Goodbye.